Hello guys, and welcome to another tutorial on my channel. In this one, I'll be showing you the sewing process of this Milkmaid bustier top. It is what it looks like when I put it on, so let's get started. In my last tutorial, I went about the cutting process of this Milkmaid bustier. If you haven't seen that, go ahead and watch that here. I've used this pattern to cut out fabric. I added ½ inch of allowance all around each and every piece that I cut out using this pattern paper. I added ½ inch allowance, which is going to be for the sewing. I also cut out material lining pieces, and this is what I have. The lining piece is so this can have a little weight. For the cup, I did not cut any material. I cut a piece of material 2 inches by width, and the length is about 15 inches. So the first thing I'm going to do will be to sew my darts on my back piece. For my back piece, I'm going to sew the darts separately. I'll sew my dart on my material and my lining piece. Each of them, I'll be sewing it separately. So just go ahead and transfer a notch and take your darts. After taking my darts, I just went ahead to sew 2 pieces together, which is the lining and the material piece. I sewed all around it, and I left a little space at the armhole, which I'll be using to turn this piece inside out. So just like I've done to one side of the back piece, I'm going to do to the other side. Right sides facing each other, go ahead and sew all around it and leave that space to turn it inside out. So I'm turning this inside out now, just like I'm seeing it doing. So you go ahead and do that and give that a very good press. So now I've done that, I'll do it to the other side. After giving this a good press, I'm going ahead to fix my invisible zipper to the back of this dress. I'm fixing it on 1.5 inch. If you do not know how to fix a zipper, you can watch this tutorial here, which I have. Next, I'm going to be working on my darts for my front pieces. So just like I've done to my back piece, I've gone ahead to transfer my darts with a notch to the front of this dress. So what I'm going to do now is to take my darts from that point all the way down. I'll be doing that separately on my material and on my lining piece. After taking my dart on my lining piece and on my material piece, this is what it is looking like. Next, I've gone ahead to sew on ½ inch to join the lining and the material piece of this bustier of my front piece. So the part you are sewing on is the part labeled 1. Okay, so we're going to join it by ½ inch, just like I've done to mine. That is where I sewed on. After that, we're just going to try to face it to the right side like this, just like you can see me doing, and give it a good press. So once I'm giving this a good press, this is what I have. I want to work on the top of this bustier. I've gone ahead to make a rope. I'm going to be inserting it into this point of the bustier when I work on it. So now I've cut out this piece of material, just like I showed you guys earlier, to be 2 inches. So I'm going to use it to pipe this, and I'm going to pass the rope through it. I've done this to one side, so this is what I am trying to achieve. So once I do this, it's going to be able to drag and gather, giving us the Milkmaid bustier form that you see. So to do that, let's go ahead and go to the machine. Alright guys, so to start with, it's the upper part that we are piping. Okay, so I have this piece of material. This is the front and this is the back. So I'm going to start sewing from the back like this. I'm going to turn my material to the back like this, and then I'm going to start sewing. I'm going to place the front on the back, so it's front to back. Okay, so for this edge that goes to this edge that is turned inside out, I do hope you understand, I'm going to fold it in twice like this, just so it has a neat finish. Okay, I'm going to fold it twice like this, and after I fold it twice like this, I'm going to start sewing directly from the edge like this. I'm done sewing on this edge, next thing I want to do is to cover this up. So you do that by folding once, and then you fold the second time to cover up the rough edge, just like you can see me doing. And from there, you're going to begin to sew all the way down. So you're going to start your sewing from here. You're just going to fold it once and then fold it again to cover. You can go ahead and pin this down so this does not gather at some point. Depending on the type of material, just go ahead and pin it down. So now I'm going to sew all the way through by folding and then folding again to cover up the rough edge. By doing this, you are creating a little space in between, which you're going to use to pass your rope through. So just go ahead and do yours just like I'm doing to mine. Using the hole I've created in between now, I'm using my safety pin, which is clipped to the rope, to pass the rope into the hole which I have created, and I'll be passing my safety pin through to the other side. Then I'll take it off and then I'll sew on it to give it a firm hold, and that's basically it. This is what I have for my two bustier pieces when I am done now. So now I have to attach this to the main bodice piece, which is this one. So I'm going to have to gather it on it, or sew it gathers and attach on it. Those are the two different ways that I can do this. So I'm going to attach it all the way around here. So this is my pattern paper. It's going to give us a better view of where I'm meant to attach this. So what I'm going to do now is to take the measurements that I have around this point. So I'm going to take the measurement that I have from the midpoint now all the way to the top, because it's two pieces, so you have to measure them separately. And once I have that now, I'm going to gather it to that measurement. I'll gather this one to that measurement and I'll be attaching it to that part of the dress. So after making my gathers, this is what I have. Just go ahead and do yours the same. So I'm going to be attaching it just to the space. I'll be following the curve of the dress. Okay, so just so it's more easy for you, go ahead and pin this down. I'm going to go ahead and pin mine down all the way through so it would be an easy sew. So when I'm pinning, I won't be pinning directly from the top. I'll be leaving 1/2 inch at the top and I'll be pinning from the down, just like continue holding it. This is because the 1/2 inch you're leaving at the top is going to be the allowance we'll be using to join the sleeve. So you're just going to go ahead and pin this all the way through. You're going to be doing that for both sides. So make sure you take your time and make sure you're pinning on 1/2 of an inch. So after doing that to both sides, I've sewn it and this is what it is looking like. The next thing I want to do is to sew the lining pieces to the other part of the material. So I'm going to place it on top of it. For your sewing, go ahead and pin it down for your convenience so you don't end up sewing and losing. I'm going to do mine off camera to maximize time. So just make sure you're following the shape of this pattern when you are sewing just on 1/2 of an inch. After sewing my pieces together, this is what I have and this is what it is looking like from the inside. So I'm just going to go ahead now and close up the remaining part of this top, and to do that I'm folding the material this way, opening it up and folding it this way. Just pay attention to the movements I'm making here so you do not get confused. It's actually very easy. So now I am going to sew all around this point by 1/2 of an inch. I will not be closing the top part of this place because it's going to be from my armhole. I'll be attaching my sleeves to that part. So I'm going to sew all around just so you can see me demonstrating. But then I will sew the top just like I've mentioned, and then I'm going to leave one side open so I can use it to turn it inside out. So basically I'm sewing all around it minus that point. Now that I've gone ahead to sew all the way around, this is what I have. I have this little space here that is open and I'm going to be using it to turn this inside out just like you can see me doing. Now this part that I left open, I'm just going to top stitch on it like this. So I'm going to work on the side, and this is basically what I have for my front piece. after I have given it a good press. So this is what I have for my back piece too. I have worked on earlier. I've attached my zip and this is what it's looking like. So I'm just going to lay this piece aside and work on my sleeve. For my sleeve, I put out 2 pieces of this and I'll be doing the same thing on both sides. So the length is 11 and it's also 33 at this point. So first thing, I'm going to hem in this part of the sleeve. So I'll be doing that on both sides. After hemming it in, I'm going to take up my back piece and I'll be modifying a part of this sleeve so I can attach it to my armhole of my dress. So let's make sure that we're getting a curve like this, just like you can see. So whatever you do on this side, make sure to do on the other side. So now I'm going to transfer that mark on the other side, just like you can see me doing. After I've done that now, I'm going to fold in these back parts the same way, and I've done that for both sides. This is what I have. So basically now, I have a hole in between. So I've taken a round sleeve measurement, and I've been minusing 2 inches from my round sleeve measurement, and that will be the length of my elastic. By the time you minus 2 inches from your round sleeve measurement, this will make the elastic to gather more and it will give you a grip on your hand. So now this is what I'm doing. I'm passing elastic through it and I'll cut it to be the length of my round sleeve minus 2 inches. I'll be doing that on both sleeves. So this is for the base of the sleeve and not for the top of the sleeve. So like I was saying, since my sleeve measurement is 13, I'm going to be using 11 inches for this. So I minus 2 inches from this. So I'm cutting this elastic now at 11 inches. So you just go ahead and do yours. Just make sure that you measure it and whatever you get should not be too small, else it's going to be too tight. So once you get your measurement that you need, you can then go ahead and cut it out. Use a pin to hold it down so the elastic doesn't go inside of the material. Now for the top part, I'm going to be using 15 inches. You can measure this on your body from the front to your back so you know how much it's going to gather. So now I've done that to both sides and this is what my sleeves is looking like. This is the armhole of my sleeve and I'm going to be attaching it to the bodice piece. First of all, I'm going to be working on the back bodice. I'm going to have to modify the armhole of the back bodice again. This is also because the back is too wide and it will gape if we don't trim it. So first of all, I'm just going to trim this a little bit so we can actually know where our armhole is. Now after trimming it a little bit, this back is still going to be too wide for us. So if we not modify it, it's going to gape. So what we're going to do is we're going to take your back measurements from one side of your back to the other. For me, what I had was 15 inches. So after taking 15 inches as the measurement, I'll go ahead and divide 15 inches by 2. So I'm going to mark 15 inches by 2 on this back piece just like you can see. So I placed 7.5 inches in the middle and I marked 15 on this side and I marked the starting point of the other side. Added half an inch of allowance to it and I am trimming it out. Just make sure that the measurement that you then have from one starting point to the other is at your back measurement, else it is going to gape. Now after that, I'm also going to modify the armhole of the front piece also. So I'm just going to bring it down a little bit like this, just like you can see me doing. And what I do to one side, I will do to the other side. So I'll just go ahead and modify the armhole too. But please notice that I still left half inch up here, which I'll be using to attach the sleeve. I didn't cut it too down. So now what I'm going to do, I want to take your sleeve. When you take your sleeve, the parts of your sleeve where you have your armhole, you're going to attach it to your bodice piece. I'm going to do that to both sides of my piece. After doing that, this is what I have. I have attached my sleeve this way. Now I am going to take my back piece and I'm going to take the other side of the armhole of the sleeve. I do hope you understand. And I'm going to attach it to my back piece just like this. I will sew on half of an inch on both sides of this piece. to attach it together. Once I've done that, this is what I have. So now I'm going to close up the sides by 1.5 inches. So just in case you're uncertain if what measurement you should use to close the side, you can measure from one side of your material that's your dress to the other. So my waist now, I'm going to use my waist for example, is 31 inches, and 31 is 15 and a half. 31 divided by 2 is 15 and a half. So I'm going to count from 15 and a half, and I'm going to count the remaining allowance I have here. So you can see I have about 3 inches allowance. After I divide 3 inches by 2 again, because this is into 2, I have 1.5. So which means I'm going to sew on 1.5 inches to join this piece all the way down. So from my sleeve, I'm going to sew half of an inch. But when I am coming down, I will come down by 1.5 inch. And after I do that, I will weave the inner piece. So this looks very neat. I will weave along the zip too. So this is what I have now after joining. You can see I did it very neat. And like I said, I will weave it, and that will be it for the inner part of this dress. This is basically all I have for this top. It's going to be beautiful and perfect if you follow the steps which I have outlined in this tutorial. I do hope you found this very helpful. If you did, leave a like and also subscribe so you can get notified whenever I upload amazing more tutorials like this, and I'll be seeing you in my next one.